Coming up in NBN News, Blue Stars, including Bradman Best, hit the Hunter after their historic Origin Series win at Suncorp Stadium. Tonight, our exclusive sideline and dressing room access. Joe Biden diagnosed with COVID as senior Democrats urge him to withdraw from the presidential race. A tragic discovery in the search for a young man missing at Lake Macquarie. The Coalition's nuclear power policy under fresh attack as Labor questions its impact on Hunter farms. The world record price paid for this fossilised dinosaur. And inside the Australian swim team's training base, how some of our medal hopefuls are feeling just days out from the Paris Olympics. Those stories and more coming up tonight at 6.
Could this be Todd's riskiest offer ever?
Said I wouldn't do it. I couldn't help myself.
Tipping Point. Tonight.
Move quick. You don't want to miss these great deals at 40 Winks.
Any size mattress is the price of a single right now at 40 Winks. Plus, earn double Qantas points. Hurry, limited time only. Exclusions and T's and C's apply.
I never thought I'd be able to play sport again.
A few years ago, I had next to nothing in terms of support.
People told me no and underestimated me.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Despicable Me 4 has landed at Macca's.
Hey, Minions! My Minions?
Try our banana desserts range for despicable grown-ups and a Happy Meal for your little minions. Despicable Me 4, only in cinemas.
An ordinary brush can leave more plaque behind, Lara. Well, plaque can lead you here paying for cavities.
That's why I switched to Oral-B Electric and Taste. Its round brush head remove up to 100% more plaque. Don't let cavities make you pay.
It's the GWM Price Rewind. Save on Aura EVs, Tank 4x4s, Cannon Utes and Haval SUVs. Get up to $4,000 off the drive-away price on selected models. But hurry, stocks are limited.
Where to from here? Will your life ever be the same? Are you getting what's fair, not just what's offered? Talk to Slater and Gordon, and we'll take it from here.
Move quick. You don't want to miss these great deals at 40 Winks.
Any size mattress is the price of a single right now at 40 Winks. Plus, earn double Qantas points. Hurry, limited time only. Exclusions and T's and C's apply.
Those 5 rings are synonymous with excellence.
Like, it's just that striving. It's human nature.
The reality and brutality of selection, it's pretty cutthroat.
It's Australia's toughest challenge.
100-metre freestyle, probably one of the hardest swimming finals in the world to make.
The brutal quest to qualify.
These girls are going to put themselves in hospital to have the best performance.
For the Olympics.
I'd always wanted to represent Australia. That took a different turn. I had 4 rounds of chemotherapy. If I'm in a race, sometimes I can be like, all right, you're the toughest here, let's get on with it.
My 7th cortisone injection in the past 14 months.
It's not going to happen this year. They've committed the majority of their lives to this one moment. But first, they have to qualify.
The Race to Paris. Monday at 8 on 9 and 9 now.
Now with 3 hands we're washing, after play and after coffee, and after playing with your puppy.
Make hand washing fun with Dettol.
What does it take to win Money Magazine's Best Super Fund for 2024? Strong performance, value for money, and a focus on members. A super fund that delivers all 3? That's a plus.
It's days like these, rediscovering a new freedom, living in a luxury home, in a luxury world-class resort. This is my time at Palm Lake Resort.
Done.
New strips
Strepsils Triple Relief formula helps to soothe your sore throat, relieve a chesty cough and chest congestion. For chesty cough relief, try Strepsils.
For lovers of coffee.
Schwarzkopf Brilliance. Bold, brilliantly vibrant colours. With up to 10 weeks colour intensity. Take your colour to new heights. With Brilliance. Crafted by Schwarzkopf.
Ease financial pressures today with the leading 6.6 kilowatt premium Sunboost solar system held to a discounted $36.91 with potential lifetime returns over $50,000. Limited extension July only.
Call 1300 Sunboost today.
When business books get wild, wrangle them with NAB Bookkeeper. NAB, more than money.
I'm Nat from O'Brien. These cracks all started as chips. Happens a lot. We replace thousands of windscreens, but a chip repair is faster, cheaper and greener. And with car insurance, your repair is usually free. Book today.
O'Brien.
This program proudly brought to you by Harvey Norman, proudly supporting Australian athletes from grassroots to the games.
Coming up in NBN News, Blue Stars, including Bradman Best, hit the Hunter after their historic Origin Series win at Suncorp Stadium. Tonight, our exclusive sideline and dressing room access. Joe Biden diagnosed with COVID as senior Democrats urge him to withdraw from the presidential race. A tragic discovery in the search for a young man missing at Lake Macquarie. The Coalition's nuclear power policy under fresh attack as Labor questions its impact on Hunter farms. The world record price paid for this fossilised dinosaur. And inside the Australian swim team's training base, how some of our medal hopefuls are feeling just days out from the Paris Olympics. Those stories and more coming up tonight at 6.
Anthony lost thousands in a cruel scam, so he set up a nationwide gotcha.
A dummy delivery with a tracker inside.
Our current affair tonight.
Painful sore throat ruining your day? Turn it around with Strepsils. Strepsils Extra helps kill bacteria and numbs pain fast. For effective relief, try Strepsils. From nature to you, introducing Botanica's first aerosol-free automatic spray, with fragrances infused with responsibly sourced natural ingredients to keep your home fresh 24/7. Botanica, inspired by nature.
Arnott's Favourites, now in gluten-free.
Rooster's calling. Go fetch.
Red Rooster, smoking barbecue crunch.
Our weekly hands we're washing, after play and after coming, and after playing with your puppy.
Make hand washing fun with Dettol.
The Nick Scully Winter Sale is on now with up to 50% off selected designer furniture. Save up to 50% at the Winter Sale.
You can do magic.
On now at Nick Scully.
You can do this, Deb. Open the door. Open the door, Deb. Open. Nope. Mm-mm.
You can't escape it. You're faced with choices every single day. But whatever choice you face, we're here to help. Hunter Primary Care.
Tonight in NBN News, he was the star of the show. Don't miss our exclusive chat with Bradman Best after an historic Origin Blues win. Joe Biden diagnosed with COVID as senior Democrats urge him to withdraw from the presidential race. A tragic discovery in the search for a young man missing at Lake Macquarie. And the Central Coast Olympic hockey player who had part of his finger amputated so he can get to Paris. Those stories and more coming up in NBN News at 6.
Tomorrow, Dickie sits down with action star Dave Bautista.
David, everyone's a winner. When you shop at Sarah's, there's only one day left to earn the class in our final Olympic challenge. I take on Sarah in the noble art of sensing. See you from 5:30.
Done. New Strepsils Triple Relief Formula helps to soothe your sore throat, relieve a chesty cough, and chest congestion. For chesty cough relief, try Strepsils. Thanks to Light and Easy, enjoying a healthier life has never been easier. Whether you want to kickstart your weight loss using a combination of high-protein shakes and delicious food, or you simply want to enjoy your choice of over 235 ready-to-eat meals, Light and Easy is made for you.
Light and Easy has options for everyone. It's just a matter of finding what suits you. Honestly, it didn't feel like I was on a diet at all, and it makes my life so much easier and so much simpler.
Discover an affordable option that's made for you at lightandeasy.com.au.
Remember, we're just here for a tow ball. Oh, we might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Find your O with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Schwarzkopf Brilliance. Bold, brilliantly vibrant colours. With up to 10 weeks colour intensity. Take your colour to new heights. With Brilliance. Crafted by Schwarzkopf.
It ain't only restaurants anymore. We can go bananas at the grocery store. All the things I want with just a few clicks. From vitamins to flowers coming at me quick. Did somebody say me you love?
Every parent knows when it's time to go into protect mode. Adding Pino Clean laundry sanitizer in every wash removes 99.9% of germs, unlike detergent alone. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Switch to AGL and you can receive a $100 bill credit. That's a $100 bill credit just for switching your electricity.
AGL do that?
AGL do that. Switch to AGL today and join the change.
I was going through the menopause and I really wasn't feeling great about my hair.
Plantur 39 has definitely made a difference to me.
My hair, it started to feel thicker.
It's lovely to have one less thing to worry about.
Plantur 39 caffeine shampoo for hair over 40.
Now at Harvey Norman, bonus gift card up to $500 on selected home appliances. Bonus gift card on the LG King Size 10 Kilo front load washer, now under $800. Save $150 on this stylish black hire fridge, plus bonus $50 gift card. Save $500 on the energy efficient Fisher & Paykel 9 Kilo heat pump dryer, plus bonus gift card. New Samsung King Size Family Hub fridge with AI, plus bonus $500 gift card. But hurry, limited time only, now at Harvey Norman.
Why do you reckon you've returned a positive alcohol result?
Excuse number one.
I had some Tic Tacs. They got methanol in them.
Excuse number two.
I did kiss someone who had alcohol.
Alcohol transmission via kiss?
Yeah.
No.
But there's no excusing this.
The result shows...
New RBT, tonight on 9. Australia's rising for a golden spectacular. Let's conquer the world and light up the magnificent streets of Paris. The Olympic Games on 9.
What kind of crazy life hack is this?
The dishwasher doesn't dry the dishes well enough.
Try Finish Rinse Safe.
For 2 times better drying, including on plastic, improving shine and protecting glasses.
Finish, the real life hack.
Schwarzkopf Brilliance. Bold, brilliantly vibrant colours. With up to 10 weeks colour intensity. Take your colour to new heights. With Brilliance. Crafted by Schwarzkopf.
What kind of crazy life hack is this?
The dishwasher doesn't dry the dishes well enough.
Try Finish Rinse Safe.
For 2 times better drying, including on plastic, improving shine and protecting glasses.
Finish, the real life hack.
I'm Nat from O'Brien. These cracks all started as chips. Happens a lot. We replace thousands of windscreens, but a chip repair is faster, cheaper and greener. And with car insurance, your repair is usually free. Book today.
O'Brien.
Hear me.
Justin, you're on mute.
I think you're on mute.
Check out my back rod.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Oil hater, I want your honest opinion.
Shoot.
Do I look better with clothes on? Or clothes off?
Ugh, put it away, man.
1 out of 10, the other hardware store.
Kia, movement that inspires. From nature to you, introducing Botanica's first aerosol-free automatic spray, with fragrances infused with responsibly sourced natural ingredients to keep your home fresh 24/7. Botanica, inspired by nature.
Super Snow Heroes assemble! It's snow time at Hunter Valley Gardens. An epic ice world packed full of frosty fun for all the family. Giant ice toboggans, mega snow play zones, awesome ice skating rinks with amazing rides and live entertainment. Calling all Super Snow Heroes. Tickets for snow time on sale now at hvg.com.au.
In NBN News, we catch up with Blues try scorer Bradman Best back home after the epic Origin win. A body found at Swansea believed to be that of a young man missing since a boating accident, and work underway to protect Morpeth from flooding. A moment of madness changes a 21-year-old's life.
I was hanging from the balcony for about 5 minutes.
Her incredible survival story at 7.
Are we doing hands we're washing? After play and after coffee, and after playing with your puppy.
Make hand washing fun with Dettol.
Hungry Jack's new Palmy Jack's fried chicken. Fall in love with thick, juicy chicken, crispy bacon, delicious Napolitana sauce, and melted cheese on the new Palmy Jack's fried chicken. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Welcome spring with Beacon's latest collection of lights and fans, all now on sale at 30% off your second. Experience timeless style in your home and get 30% off your second. Sale on now.
At Officeworks, we won't be beaten on price. Get an Acer Aspire 3 laptop for $677 or an Epson 2205 printer for $69. Make bigger things happen at Officeworks.
At HCF, we created Flip, accidental injury insurance you can turn on or off as you need. And now HCF member Harrison gets this ad to do parkour in our office. Not on Janet's desk. Too late. It's a lot of effort. I like it. Gary, no.
A cancel all plans cold, or a camera off kind of cold. However you cold and flu, Lemsip it. New Lemsip dry cough liquid, available now.
The Nick Scully winter sale is on now with up to 50% off selected designer furniture. Save up to 50% at the winter sale. On now at Nick Scully.
Our son
Jonathan, Le Jonathan would like a le bed.
Our French is fantastic.
It's the biggest Sunday of the year. And our Aussie guides are going for gold in Paris.
All class, no art.
They'll see all the sights and get a taste.
Bro, have you guys got cereal? Le cereal?
Of the city's finest.
The most exquisite thing I've ever seen.
The travel guides are going head first into an all-new Olympic-sized adventure.
How do you become a nun or a monk? Because like a tape. Oh, shut up.
Sunday on 9 and 9 now. This program proudly brought to you by Harvey Norman, proudly supporting Australian athletes from grassroots to the games.
Go to the newsroom.
Coming up in NBN News, it was a blues blockbuster for the ages. Tonight, Adam Murray catches up with Origin superstar Bradman Best. Joe Biden under fresh pressure to pull out and battling COVID. A tragic discovery in the search for a young man missing at Lake Macquarie. The opposition on a new defensive on its nuclear power plans. And our Aussie swimmers getting ready, how our medal hopefuls are feeling just days out from the Paris Olympics. The details next. Tonight, Hoodoo broken, the Blues defy 2 decades of Origin history by winning a series decider in Brisbane. No rest for Best, the try-scoring hero surrounded by fans after heading straight home to the Hunter. Also tonight, Joe Biden tests positive for COVID as pressure mounts for him to quit the election race. Concern for Hunter Farms amid a new battle over the nation's energy future. And relaxed and ready inside the training camp for Australia's Olympic swim team.
This is NBN News with Natasha Beyersdorf.
Good evening. Joe Biden is tonight battling COVID and his own party as he fights to stay in the US presidential race. The diagnosis has taken the 81-year-old off the campaign trail, while senior Democrats have told him he can't win in November.
Unmasked, President Biden emerges from his car. The 81-year-old is COVID positive.
How do you feel?
A thumbs up before slowly boarding his plane, bound for recovery in Delaware. He'd been on the other side of the country, in Nevada, campaigning. These pictures show him shaking hands and smiling, greeting voters. Today, he was due to speak publicly, but then...
The president has been at many events, as we all know, and he just tested positive for COVID.
The octogenarian leader had a runny nose and a cough. He's vaccinated and boosted. Joe Biden had COVID 2 years ago. Tonight he says, "I am feeling good, and while isolating, will continue to work to get the job done for the American people." At the same time, trying to campaign with this post, "I am sick," following that up with an attack on Elon Musk. And while we're told the president is okay, Joe Biden is in the fight of his political life to be the one to take on Donald Trump. Tonight, reports the president has been told by one of the most senior Democrats it would be better for the country if he bowed out of the race. Senate leader Chuck Schumer held talks with the president on the weekend.
Chuck Schumer forcefully made the case that Biden is going to see the whole house of cards come down soon.
The White House pushing back, insisting the president told him he is the nominee and he plans to win. Polling has Joe Biden losing ground in 14 states. Less than 2 weeks ago, he said only the Lord Almighty could convince him to consider leaving the race. Now?
If there has some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, "You got this problem, that problem."
A bullet couldn't stop Trump. A virus just stopped Biden.
He's in isolation, but the White House says, fighting on.
And it's been revealed another senior Democrat has confronted Joe Biden in private. More now from US correspondent Jonathan Kersley.
Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, widely regarded as one of the sharpest Democrat minds when it comes to the mood of the electorate, has reportedly told Joe Biden polls now show he cannot win. One Democrat commentator said tonight, "This is the end game." The fear among Democrats is this is irreversible. Not only could Joe Biden lose the presidency, Democrats could lose control in Congress, handing full power to Donald Trump and his Republicans, a party united behind its pick for president and his running mate.
The former hillbilly on a march to the White House, J.D. Vance.
A working class boy born far from the halls of power can stand on this stage as the next vice president of the United States of America.
Vance is relishing his reputation as a Rust Belt hero, from poverty in the Appalachian Mountains to joining the Marines and then Yale Law School.
Mr. President, I will never take for granted the trust you have put in me.
Raised by his grandmother after his mother fell into addiction, their story is the inspiration for his bestseller, Hillbilly Elegy.
And I'm proud to say that tonight my mom is here, 10 years clean and sober.
But not everyone is buying Vance's rags to riches story, a man who once referred to Trump as America's Hitler.
He is now Donald Trump double.
The big theme of this convention has been unity, the Republicans and all of America in the front row of the Trump show. Tomorrow, it will be Donald Trump himself bandaged up and wheeling out his whole family, including rarely seen wife Melania. Tonight, it's his son on the stage. His inspiration, the attempt on his father's life.
That's when the world found out that there is tough, and then there's Trump tough.
And there was Donald Jr.'s daughter Kai, her grandfather's sometimes golf partner.
A lot of people have put my grandpa through hell, and he's still standing.
New video has emerged showing the man who shot Trump, Thomas Crooks, an hour before the shooting, loitering outside the Pennsylvania showground. Police were looking for him when he started firing. A review of his laptop found searches for when is the Democrat convention and July 13 Trump rally. In the United States, Lauren Tomasi, NBN News. It was all smiles for the Blues and their fans today after the team ended almost 2 decades of Origin heartache by winning a series decider in Brisbane. Last night's match was tense and brutal before 2 late tries sealed victory. The celebrations started at Suncorp Stadium before spreading right across New South Wales.
Hundreds flocking to meet one of the state's newest heroes.
It was obviously pretty special. We sort of created history last night and it was unreal.
The Blues' new centre of attention scoring the series-defining try. Bradman's effort, simply the best.
Romy did all the hard work and I was just lucky to finish it off, so it was pretty special to get over.
Best making an early exit out of Brisbane to meet fans in Singleton, alongside the man he replaced in Sky Blue.
I'll tell you what, when Bradman Best went over, I was jumping around, I was cheering, so very, very happy, very proud to be a New South Welshman.
Bradman's bloodied lip now stitched up. Mitch Moses arrived in Sydney in a sling. His year is over with a bicep injury. The halfback solo try, the making of a lasting Origin memory.
He's going to go down in the history books of one of the greats of Origin.
It's turning very ugly.
New South Wales saying goodbye to a 19-year hoodoo, joining teams from 1994 and 2005 as the only Blues to win a decider at Suncorp Stadium. Ricky Stewart was there for both as a player and coach.
At the end of your career, you look back on those things and see how special it was, and I'm more excited about the fact that those players have put pride back into the jumper.
Brian To'o so proud to be a New South Welshman, he was still in his playing kit today. State of Origin winners, the Blues players will now head home, but this group of men will forever share a special bond. The Blues' bright new era marked with a new team song written by To'o Luai Lenyu and Stephen Crichton.
And I just thought with the connection we've sort of made with each other, we need something to celebrate. We sort of come up with something and hopefully it sticks for a while.
Coach Michael Maguire hoping the feeling after his first series lasts forever.
Oh, look, they're memories of a lifetime that you sort of pinch yourself and I guess you dream about things like that.
Zach Bailey, NBN News.
And later in sport, the inspirational reason why Bradman Best headed home, plus our exclusive access to the sideline and dressing sheds at Suncorp Stadium as the Blues celebrated their historic win. Thousands of tonnes of rock is currently being moved down the Hunter River in an effort to protect 250,000 people from flooding. The state government is working to stabilise a levee, and NBN News was invited on board for an exclusive look at the technical operation.
It's the lifeblood of the valley, but in 2021 the Hunter River was swollen by consecutive floods, erosion pushing the Morpeth levee back, and that sparked fears it could undermine Brisbane Field Road and wash away nearby homes.
We have completed Stage 1 emergency works back in 2022. We're now completing permanent works to this site.
Now, rocks trucked in from Kotara are being carted downstream on this barge that arrived from Tasmania in June. 7,000 tonnes worth have already been put in place to shore up the levee. There's another 18,000 to go.
Working on the Hunter River is a very dynamic place. As you can see here, we've got to use a barge on a long reach with a long reach excavator placed on it. A loadout facility which is over a kilometre up the river.
This 300-metre section of stabilisation work is expected to be complete by October, but there's more flood mitigation work planned for the Hunter region.
We also have a number of jobs about to go out to tender throughout the Hunter Valley. This will strengthen the Hunter Valley flood mitigation scheme that protects over 250,000 people and their properties from moderate flood.
$1 million overhaul now open. 14 spans across the region were included in the program, designed to replace dated infrastructure.
On the outskirts of Aberdeen, the final link to fix a transport gap is opened.
If you don't have proper infrastructure in, carry the produce and that sort of thing, it means that you just can't cross them.
Counterparts built to better withstand natural disasters and heavy vehicles.
Bridges that are not going to be burnt and hopefully not washed away in floods. So having that stronger resilience piece is really important for agricultural communities, for the tourism and also for heavy vehicles.
The $2 million Dartbrook Bridge signals the end of the 18-month project. The Upper Hunter Mayor has opened a few in his time.
Mr Mayor, would you agree with the statement of, I suppose, of the label of being the Mayor for bridges?
Definitely. I've been on council 12 years and I've, as I said, we had nearly 30.
He says the program's been a major win for the region's growing population.
A lot of our old wooden bridges were way past their use-by date. They're actually dangerous. And it's so great now. We'll hopefully won't have to come back here for many, 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 many years.
Included in the $11.5 million overhaul, bridges at Moonan Flats, Stewart's Brook, Rukal, Merriwa and Aberdeen, as well as 9 in and around Murrurundi. While largely funded by the state government, Upper Hunter Shire Council contributed $630,000. The old Dartbrook Bridge had a 12-tonne load limit. This new one doesn't have a limit at all. It's also more durable, with a life expectancy of 100 years.
This is not a pinch point now, it's a proper thoroughfare, which is just great to have.
Isabella Evans, NBN News.
There's some added assurance for passengers on the Hunter and Mid-Coast's bus network, with all public buses now able to be tracked in real time. That's 233 services from Diamond Head to Cessnock.
It's probably better than what's been in the metro area before, so nice to have that rolling out in the Hunter as a bit of a leader to ensure that people can have more certainty on bus timetables and knowing where their bus is at any one time.
To track a bus, just download the Transport for New South Wales Trip Planner app. The progressive rollout will eventually see all state-owned buses tracked by June 2025. From concerts being cancelled to large-scale festivals, it's been a tough few years for Newcastle's live music scene. But local venues are doing their bit to try and rebuild it with new allies and a fresh approach.
It's what you might call a smaller day out. Adamstown Bowling Club hoping to start a trend by hosting its first micro music festival, after poor ticket sales recently spelled the cancellation of both Groove in the Moo and This That.
We have to try and rebuild this industry by still doing music festivals, but doing it in a way that we can all afford.
The bolo boosted by new legislation designed to help the live music scene statewide by protecting venues from noise complaints, with 21 of them also granted up to $100,000 to undertake soundproofing.
Those hours that previously there might have been some complaints coming in, now we can actually soundproof this venue and get it to a level where it needs to be.
It comes as the region gets its first ever Music New South Wales coordinator. Maeve Grant will act as boots on the ground for the non-profit industry body to determine exactly what the Newcastle scene needs to thrive.
From that response, we'll be able to develop tailored sort of workshops and panels, and we're looking to launch that in end of September.
And in positive news for bigger shows, Herb Distilling Co. says day 2 of its new Portside Festival in December is 70% sold out. It'll be headlined by The Living End, Hockey Dad and Birds of Tokyo.
For us, it's about the community and bringing back live music into this area. It's been pretty hard with a lot of festivals going under.
Bianca Wert, NBN News.
Sunny today, if not a little cool still. Let's take a look at the top temperatures across the region. Newcastle topping at 18 degrees. Cessnock topped at 18 as well. In Singleton, 17 degrees. Still ahead in NBN News, a tragic discovery in the search for a missing man at Lake Macquarie. Hundreds of jobs axed, billionaire Twiggy Forrest forced to deny he's given up on going green. And we're live to Paris as the first Aussie athletes arrive for the Games.
What does it take to make an impact on this world? Is it being a superstar or refusing to give up? At Toyota, we believe the world improves when we all come together to take a leap towards a future we all want, safer, electrified and inclusive. Because every person, every action and every step matters. Well, we've got a team here already making a difference, and we can't wait for you to be a part of Team Everyone. Toyota.
Harvey Norman, your destination for the new Samsung Galaxy Z series. Pre-order the new Galaxy Z Flip 6 256GB for $0 up front when you connect to a new Optus $99 per month SIM-only plan for 24 months. That's right, say yes to Optus and pre-order the new Galaxy Z Flip 6 256GB for $0 up front. Plus, receive 1 year of Samsung Care Plus and bonus $400 Harvey Norman gift card. Ends July 30 at Harvey Norman.
Last year, 351 lives were lost on our roads. What would be a more acceptable number?
Acceptable? 70 maybe?
Actually, this is what 70 people looks like.
It's my family.
So, now what do you think would be a more acceptable number?
0.
Too many lives lost on New South Wales roads. Put safety first.
DIY July is a great time to tackle a few projects.
Estillo showerhead $34, Sally sealant $15.60.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
It's the GWM Price Rewind. For a limited time, get up to $2,500 off Haval hybrid SUVs and up to $1,000 off tank 4x4s. Stocks are limited, so hurry in before you miss out.
The Nick Scully winter sale is on now with up to 50% off selected designer furniture. Save up to 50% at the winter sale. You can do magic. On now at Nick Scully.
Are you thinking al fresco and looking for something simple? Call HV Aluminium.
Are you looking for something stylish? Call HV Aluminium.
Or are looking for ideas to design something stunning?
If you're thinking al fresco, call or visit HV Aluminium New Lambton, 1800 801 572.
Oh no.
Hey. Is that the McSmart meal from Macca's?
Yeah, 2 burgers, small fries and drink for $6.95.
Smart.
NBN News, brought to you by NRMA Insurance. We're here to help.
A body believed to be that of missing boatie Luke Smith has been found at Lake Macquarie almost 2 weeks 8-year-old went missing. Emergency services, volunteers and community members have been searching since 8 p.m. on July 6, when a boat carrying 4 men overturned. 3 were rescued. The body, located in Swansea Channel today, is yet to be formally identified. There are fears tonight Australia is returning. He's given up on after making hundreds.
A community.
Be to me of views mentioned by many of the residents in here today.
It's indicative of a nation in desperate need of cheaper power, but still disputing how to get it.
Australia's in a position now where there is actually a real transformation happening.
Green Energy announcing 700 jobs will go with them. Programs including hydrogen.
Yet again, the Albanese government is picking winners. Unfortunately, some of those winners are turning out to be losers.
I'd just like to know where Ted gets his marijuana from, mate. I mean, we've got to get some of it. It's obviously very high grade.
The government has committed $4 billion to green hydrogen credits when production begins.
If you give up on green hydrogen, mate, you give up on the kids, you give up on the planet. We are not giving up on green hydrogen.
The fact is that green hydrogen does have an important role to play in our future.
The Prime Minister in Townsville at a port used to send our resources around the world.
They said it couldn't be done.
The coalition are vowing to add nuclear into that mix. The government tonight questioning whether farms around nuclear sites would require extra testing, as they do in America.
What's that going to do to the farming right here in the Hunter? Like the meat produce, the chicken, it's just going to absolutely destroy it.
This is a scare campaign from Labor. They'll run a new scare campaign every day of the week.
Charles Croucher, NBN News.
Australia's investigation into IDF strikes that killed aid worker Zomi Frankham in Gaza earlier this year reportedly backs Israel's findings. According to News Corp, former Defence Chief Mark Binskin's report outlines that while errors were made, the Israeli military had measures in place to avoid civilian casualties. The federal government is now working with the victims' families to brief them on the findings. People living in Russian-controlled eastern Ukraine have held a small memorial at the MH17 crash site 10 years after the plane was shot down. A much larger service was held in Amsterdam, where relatives of the 298 passengers and crew gathered to mark the anniversary. Half of those on board the flight were Dutch. For nearly 6 weeks, members of the Australian swim team have been locked away in France. Tonight, we can show you inside their training base. The Dolphins have been working hard, blocking out distractions, and 2 of our gold medal favourites are relaxed and confident, just days out from competition.
The Australian swimmers' road to Paris has been a carefully crafted journey on social media, keeping the lid on the hype in Olympic Springs. But today the team dropped its guard and opened its doors, with the head coach still a little wary.
I definitely know that we want to keep as many distractions away from them as possible.
Training over, it was left to 4 hand-picked swimmers to front the cameras. There was a rookie,
having the green and gold on my back and stepping out and seeing those Olympic rings, that's going to be pretty special.
And a veteran.
So we're 10 days out now from my 4th Olympics, and I feel very, very relaxed.
And the news from the Sprint King only got better.
Myself, I'm hitting some PBs in the water, swimming as fast as I ever have in training.
Moesha Johnson will be in the pool in the 1500 and in the River Seine for the 10K swim. The 26-year-old happy to follow the lead of the Paris Mayor and take the plunge.
Definitely nice to see the locals getting amongst it, and we've got data coming in daily of what the water quality's like.
3 swimmers down and 1 to go.
Hi everyone.
Ariane Titmus will be defending her 200 and 400 metre freestyle titles.
As an athlete, altogether as a whole, I'm in a better position than 3 years ago.
That's a warning to the world then, isn't it?
Yeah, you can say that if you like.
When our swimmers finally make it to Paris, and whether they like it or not, they will have a target on their backs. Greats in the sport, including the legendary Ian Thorpe, has publicly declared this team as the best ever.
But this team's earned the expectations. They've earned it through the last, from Tokyo all the way through.
And as the swimmers retreated to their base an hour out of Paris, a nation will be hoping that momentum will deliver another gold rush in Paris.
And Damien Ryan joins us now from Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. Damien, the first Australian athletes are right now heading to the Olympic Village.
Yeah, that's right, Tash. The Aussie invasion of Paris is well and truly underway. The Hockeyroos and the Kookaburras touched down here on a direct flight from Perth just a short time ago. Then en masse in green and gold, they marched through the arrivals hall. They got a rousing reception when they walked past the Qantas desk. They then jumped on buses and headed for the Athletes Village. They will be the first of Australia's 460-strong team to check in. They'll be joined by our Sevens rugby players in a few hours' time. So things are hotting up here at the moment.
Sure are. Thanks, Damo. Next, the food to eat now to protect your child's heart well into the future. The new health advice for pregnant women. Best British pomp and pageantry as King Charles opens the UK's new look Parliament. And the staggering price paid for a nearly complete Stegosaurus.
What does it take to make an impact on this world? Is it being a superstar or refusing to give up? At Toyota, we believe the world improves when we all come together to take a leap towards a future we all want, safer, electrified and inclusive. Because every person, every action and every step matters. Well, we've got a team here already making a difference, and we can't wait for you to be a part of Team Everyone. Toyota.
Refresh your bedroom with great deals at Harvey Norman. Stay warm and cozy this winter with our wide range of luxurious velvet quilt cover sets. Prices starting from just $79 for the Elliott Queen quilt cover set. Transform your bedroom with the Ashley Gas Lift Queen bed, packed with features. Now $1499, featuring 5 zones of micro pocket coil support. The Australian-made Sleepmaker Raphael Queen mattress in 4 fields for just $19.99.
We've got bedding covered at Harvey Norman.
Kotara.
The rooster's calling. Go fetch.
Red Rooster, smoking barbecue crunch.
At Spotlight's VIP Day, VIPs save 30% off full-priced items store-wide. Yes, that's 30% off. Hurry, today only. Plus rush in for our super sale catalogue full of unbeatable deals store-wide. Don't miss out. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
Oil hater, I want your honest opinion. Shoot. Do I look better with clothes on? Or clothes off? Ugh, put it away, man. 9 to 10, the other hardware store.
Trailblazers, wildcards, middle-aisle maestros. No one dictates their dinner. Armed with nothing more than a trolley token, marching to the beat of their own wallets. They've got groceries in the bag. They're Aldi to the core. Aldi, good different.
You could get up to $4,000 cash back when you switch your home loan to IMB Bank. Get a great low rate with no application fee, no monthly or annual fee, all in the time it takes to whip up a stir fry. IMB Bank, right by you.
The Nick Scully winter sale is on now with up to 50% selected designer furniture. Up to 50%.
Fire had
of Westminster ahead of the opening of Parliament. The procession began at Buckingham Palace. The couple escorted down the Mall. All was quiet inside the House of Lords as the Sovereign took his seat until this interruption.
Sounds like a mobile phone going off in there.
An official known as the Black Rod then summons the MPs most of them from the Labor Party after Sir Keir Starmer's landslide victory. This is the first speech delivered from the throne under a Labor government in 14 years. The King reading words written by the new PM and his team, outlining their legislative agenda for the year ahead. Economic growth, the focus.
My ministers will get Britain building, including through planning reform, as they seek to accelerate the delivery of high-quality infrastructure and housing.
The King and Queen given a royal gun salute as they departed, more than usual, to mark Camilla's 77th birthday. Jessica Millward, NBN News.
Heartwarming photos have revealed a happy and thriving Cleo Smith 3 years on from her 18-day kidnap ordeal in Western Australia. The images include Cleo, who turns 7 in 4 days' time on her first day of Year 1, along with her younger sister, Isla. A pregnant woman's diet could have long-term benefits for her baby's heart health, according to new research by Monash University. Reporter Sophie Walsh explains.
Researchers found increasing the intake of fibre-rich foods in pregnant mice protected the health of their offspring's hearts well into the future. Fibre triggers the release of molecules called short-chain fatty acids, which are then passed on from the mother through the placenta, altering the baby's DNA structure, leading to healthier hearts long-term. The study found adult mice exposed to a high-fibre diet in utero had bigger, healthier hearts that worked better with reduced inflammation, a hallmark of heart disease, less scarring and improved response to high blood pressure. It's recommended pregnant women increase fibre intake to around 28 grams a day. Fibre-rich foods include wheat bran, chia seeds, apples, bananas when they're green, beans, cashews and pasta and rice when they're cooled down. Women suffering from the most debilitating endometriosis are 10 times more likely to develop ovarian cancer, according to a US study. Researchers in Utah analysed the health records of around 500,000 women spanning 20 years, finding the more severe the disease, the higher the cancer risk. Furniture giant IKEA is urgently recalling its Varmfront power banks. Customers are being warned that certain date-stamped versions of the charger pose a fire safety risk. IKEA is urging people to stop using the product and return it for a full refund. To finance now, and the Australian share market retreated today after the nation's jobless rate rose slightly. Dougal Beattie has the details.
Australia's unemployment rate has continued to edge higher despite the creation of around 50,000 jobs. Unemployment rate rose to 4.1% in June, up slightly from 4% in May. But most economists believe the uptick isn't enough to shift the needle at next month's Reserve Bank meeting. All eyes will now be on the inflation figures due out in a fortnight. The share market was down 0.3% today. Technology stocks plunged 3.4%, tracking a global sell-off in businesses linked to the rise of AI. Some of those losses were offset by gains in healthcare and retail. And the Aussie dollar is buying close to 67 US cents, 61 euro cents and 51 British pence.
A Newcastle man who saved a drowning woman was today honoured by New South Wales Police. Adam Shilley was driving near Birmingham Gardens in 2022 when he saw a vehicle submerged in a stormwater drain. He jumped in and searched for several minutes before finding the woman and dragging her to safety.
I just had to do it. No one else was going to do it. There was no one else around, so I couldn't watch someone drown.
Dozens of Newcastle police officers were also recognised today for their service. Well, it's 160 million years old and apparently worth more than $66 million. This Stegosaurus skeleton, sold in New York, has broken a dinosaur fossil auction record. Apex is believed to be one of the most complete skeletons ever found and was originally expected to fetch $8 million. It's more than inflation. Sophie Scanlon joins us now with the sports. So, wow, the Blues savoured their moment last night.
Well, Tasha, win like that deserves a celebration to match, and New South Wales didn't disappoint. Next, our exclusive access to the Origin after party as the Blues soaked up their historic win with family and friends. Plus, and from Aussie trains to the Paris Games, the rail attendant aiming for Olympic gold.
Discover how easy it is to add extra living space with an exquisite glass room, patio or opening roof. Organise a free design proposal today and unlock your home's real potential with Patio World.
Switch to AGL and you can receive a $100 bill credit. That's a $100 bill credit just for switching your electricity.
AGL do that?
AGL do that. Switch to AGL today and join the change.
Don't miss Autobahn's big two-day sale with 25% off Newlon, Castrol and Penrite, 25% off supercharged batteries and 30% off all Kenwood car audio. Friday and Saturday in-store and online. Autobahn. Low prices.
The Amart half-yearly sale is on now. Save up to 50% off a huge range of bedroom furniture. Plus, get a better night's sleep with up to 50% off big brand mattresses. Don't wait. Visit Amart in-store or online today. Done. New Strepsils Triple Relief Formula helps to soothe your sore throat, relieve a chesty cough and chest congestion. For chesty cough relief, try Strepsils. Bring home something exciting. The stylish Volkswagen T-Roc is in stock and available now. Volkswagen. Cook a curry or build a burger? Get stuck in with Coles RSPCA approved chicken breast fillets on special for just $9.50 a kilo. That's great value, hands down at Coles. Best sheds up to 40% cheaper. Triple garage is $8,600. 4-car garage $7,250.
15% off sale is on right now at Best Sheds.
Call Best Sheds on 1800 15 17 18.
Take your money.
From grassroots to the games, Harvey Norman, proudly supporting Australian athletes.
Why would you mix your small concrete batch by hand when you can call a concrete taxi? There's no minimum order, no waste and no disposal fees. You only pay for what you use. Concrete Taxi, the small batch concrete delivery solution.
Blues fans have a new team of heroes, Michael Maguire's men joining the sides of 1994 and 2005 in winning a decider in Brisbane. There were standouts right across the park for New South Wales in what was one of the most gripping matches in Origin history.
19 years in the making, it was understandable why the celebration started before full time. The Blues' House of Pain became their field of dreams. It was clear what this meant. All camp, the Blues talked about the spirit of Steve Mortimer. But
very special to get over the line. Roman did all the hard work and I was just lucky to finish off.
You had hard work to do.
Yeah, rugby league's a hard game and it's just grateful to get over and in such a big game like this, it's unreal.
The Blues didn't forget their fans, the team of the people. Angus Crichton's Wally Lewis medal around his neck. Player of the series, his comeback, remarkable. Tell me about just the feeling, where you were, where you are.
Come a long way. Thanks a lot to my family and my friends and my teammates. I'm on top of the world right now, man. Just trying to live it up and enjoy it.
For Madge, a rise from a coaching coffin to the best kind of shower.
What a ride.
You're soaking wet.
Yeah, I am, mate. I'm happy to be wet in this situation. Just super proud of my players, staff, and
to see the fans, they've just gone off up there in the grandstand. There's only one little bay, but they're here enjoying it, so really nice to see.
Inside the sheds, the families joined the joy, but the brawl was the talking point.
Probably 2 or 3 times as many Queensland jerseys as our boys, getting thrown around a bit, so I just tried to run in and help.
It meant Mitch Barnett had to take the rap.
Apologise to Barney, I got him sent off, so...
Poor bugger, he's had trouble with that in the past.
I know, probably owe him a beer or two.
Cameron Murray, he said he owes you a beer.
Yeah, mate, I was a little bit off him, but we got the result, so it's also, mate, sticking up for your teammates, I'm about that.
And Hamoli Olakawatu was banned from the field for being the first Origin player to stink it up in a suit. He had no regrets.
It's the same as, having your brothers back in clubland.
It's like, it was your instinct, right, to get involved?
Yeah, something like that.
You wish you were on the sideline with the boys? Or?
Yeah, I do wish I was, but, I'm just happy they got the win and, take the shield back home.
It reflected the team spirit. And the team song showed Jerome with a baseball bat, a prop Michael Maguire has used in the past to incite passion in his playing group. As South's coach, he famously put a hole in the wall with a baseball bat in a team speech. Did Jerome bring a baseball bat in the dressing room?
That was Madges, the famous hole in the wall, so he loves analogies, and baseball bat was like one of them, so I think Romy dug that out of somewhere.
A little birdie told me there may have been a baseball bat in the dressing room again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In Brisbane, Danny Weidler, NBN News.
Bradman Best has established himself as an Origin specialist, scoring another important try in the game's biggest arena. But the Night Star has wasted no time in paying back the community who supported him from home.
The morning after the biggest win of his career, Bradman Best was back home in the Hunter, surrounded by another keen crowd.
Yeah, we left I think the flight was at 7:55, 8 o'clock, so, got on the flight and got down here, yeah.
Battered, bruised and stitched back together, he stuck to his word to be a special guest at an Aboriginal Health and Wellbeing Expo at Singleton.
It was obviously pretty special to, win last night, so yeah, feeling good.
How's that lip?
Yeah, it's pretty sore, but it's alright. The combo got me, so I don't really, it was early in the second half, so that's all I remember.
They see the good, the bad and the ugly with the sporting sort of stuff, but their commitment, to...
Pretty special to get over.
The modest 22-year-old palmed off 2 Knights teammates on his way to the line. His efforts even bringing an injured superstar to his feet.
What were you like at home?
Mate, I'll tell you what, when Bradman Best went over, I was jumping around. I'm just so proud of him, mate. He's definitely worked hard, and he's gone through some setbacks this year, and just to see him, light it up and take care of that, that left centre position was, something I'm very proud of.
For Bradman now, a little rest before donning the red and blue again.
You're going to be good for Saturday? Yeah, be all good.
Adam Murray, NBN News.
The Blues' triumph has come at a cost. Olakawatu are facing suspension. Both will miss 2 weeks with an early plea. There were also injuries. Mitch Moses' ruptured bicep means he won't play again for the Eels this season, while Dylan Edwards has hurt his knee and could be missing from the Panthers for up to a month. Joseph Suaalii will play his first game since being sent off in Origin 1 when the Roosters face the Storm on Saturday. Discipline has been a concern for the Tricolours, but today Trent Robinson fired a warning shot to the rest of the NRL.
If we can improve that with where we're already sitting, then I feel like we can dominate the competition. And so that's on us to take lessons out of that.
Robinson is expecting his Origin stars to back up for the trip to Melbourne. The 152nd British Open is underway at Royal Troon in Scotland, and Adam Scott is one of the very early front runners. The Australian birdieing the first hole with an impressive shot out of a bunker. He's 1 under after 5 holes. Central Coast hockey player Matthew Dawson has gone to great lengths to ensure he's fit for the Paris Olympics, getting the top of his 3 ring finger amputated. The Kookaburra's squad member recently broke it, and doctors suggested the measure would speed up recovery over putting it in a cast. Australia begins its Olympic campaign on July 27. The Boomers have landed in Paris, and our basketballers are building in belief after their recent performances against the might of Serbia and the United States. They bagged bronze in Tokyo. Now gold is in their sights.
We're working our way to it. Obviously, we'll be peaking right as these games start, and I think we've still got a long way to go to be where we need to be, but I think we've got the group to do it.
They don't have to wait long. The Boomers' first match is just 9 days away. Most days you'll find Peter Bukovalis helping out passengers at a Sydney train station, but the customer service attendant's Olympic dreams are now full steam ahead. He's heading to Paris to compete in archery.
All my colleagues have been, showing a lot of support, and they've all definitely said that they'll be watching on TV back here at home on Channel 9.
Peter is aiming high, hoping to take out the gold medal in Paris and one day become station duty manager. Next, never mind the 2 wins, the Wallabies coach makes a whopping 17 changes as he looks for number 3.
Bring home something exciting. The stylish Volkswagen T-Roc is in stock and available now. Volkswagen.
Did you know that when an ordinary garage door is shut, it's not actually locked? So to keep the things in your garage safe, you could protect them with one of these. Or you could just get a B&D garage door. With over 60 years of innovation and features like our auto lock system, you can be sure that with a B&D door, your garage isn't just shut, it can be locked shut. So ask yourself, is your garage as safe as can B&D?
Rough cold, bro. Try Vicks Vapor Drops Extra Strong. Up to 3 times more menthol. How's the nose and throat?
Vicks Vapor Drops Extra Strong.
What's your pitch?
Forget the pitch. You've got an itch.
That itch could be dandruff. Silence it. Head and Shoulders removes up to 100% dandruff and itch. Head and Shoulders.
It's days like these, rediscovering a new freedom, living in a luxury home, in a luxury world-class resort. This is my time at Palm Lake Resort.
It's our Christmas in July Caravan Yard Sale Extravaganza.
Get ready for the coolest event of winter. We have pre-owned vans and stock caravans.
As well as fully off-road and family bunk vans. Join us for a holly jolly time.
At Australian Caravan Centre.
From grassroots to the games, Harvey Norman, proudly supporting Australian athletes.
The Nick Scully Winter Sale is on now with up to 50% off selected designer furniture. Save up to 50% at the Winter Sale. You can do magic. On now at Nick Scully.
Ford has a head-turning new arrival, Ranger Black Edition, with black 17-inch alloys and side steps, long sports bar, bedliner and cargo management system, starting from just $57,990 drive away. Inquire now at your Ford dealer while stocks last.
This report brought to you by Serena Tuna. Nothing compares.
The Wallabies have won consecutive games for the first time in 3 years, but that hasn't stopped Joe Schmidt from making wholesale changes, with 17 new faces called in to face Georgia on Saturday. Among the changes, mid-North Coast winger Darby Lancaster and former All Blacks prop Alex Hodgman. Scone's Nick White survived the cut. He'll again start on the bench for the Wallabies. He says despite a second win against Wales, the side isn't getting comfortable.
That game could have been very different, and we understand that, that's how close it can be with Georgia. So we're going to have to be on our toes, and we're going to have to be a lot better than we were last year.
Joe Schmidt's Wallabies face Georgia on Saturday afternoon at Allianz Stadium. Charlestown and Edgeworth couldn't be separated in their NPL catch-up game last night, the sides drawing 2-2. Ryan Fuchs completed a double for Azuri to bring his tally to 14 for the season, but when he left the field in pain, that gave the Eagles an opening and Jack Gallagher grabbed a late equaliser. Charlestown will try to return to their winning ways when they face Western on Sunday. Jaden Brayley admits it's been difficult to hear speculation he could be expendable as the Knights work to free up salary cap space. The co-captain says it's all news to him as he prepares for Saturday's match against Brisbane.
The under-contract Daniel Saifidi has been tapped on the shoulder and told to explore his options. Knights teammate Jaden Brayley reportedly on that list too.
I haven't been told anything or given any sort of idea of any truth to that, and I don't really buy into it. I don't read any of it.
His focus is instead on winning at home on Saturday against the Broncos.
We spoke about being a 4-point game this week, obviously having the bye next week. We want to go into that week off with another win under our belt.
Meanwhile, Zach Hosking returns for the Raiders tomorrow night against the Warriors, 13 weeks after dislocating his shoulder.
It was a pretty horrible feeling. It was sort of dislocated and stayed out, and I never had that feeling before, that injury before, so I actually didn't really know what was going on.
Coach Ricky Stewart bringing the Novocastrian back into the side as soon as he could.
I think we'll reassess at the end of the year, rescan to see whether I'll have surgery at the end of the year or not.
And Josh King will again lead the Storm's forward pack this weekend when they host the Roosters.
There's our man. King scores for Melbourne, untouched, just next to the upright. There he goes.
Singleton Jr. is also leading the way off the field by continuing surprise hospital visits in the Victorian capital.
It's pretty powerful, and you quickly realise that, rugby league, sport, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day compared to what some people are going through in life.
Adam Murray, NBN News.
Entrance Tigers player Joseph Besgrove will plead his case to the Newcastle Rugby League judiciary tonight in a bid to reduce a 3-match ban for a crusher tackle. Meanwhile, the Seagulls' John Tuliafoa will contest a shoulder charge stemming from Lake's clash with Souths last Saturday. And Central's Daniel Melmouth has taken the early plea and copped a 2-match suspension for a hit that's seen Brock Lamb sidelined for up to 8 weeks. And finally tonight, a legend of rugby league, Bob Marjoribanks, was farewelled in Newcastle today following his death last week at the age of 94. Bobby Banks pulled on the green and gold for the Kangaroos 15 times in his career and captained Queensland 31 times. The esteemed 5'8" was also part of Central Newcastle's premiership winning side back in 1949. Definitely one of the greats, Tash.
For sure. Thank you, Soph. Well, it was nice to see the sun come out today. We'll take a look at the local weather and the forecast for tomorrow right after the break.
Anthony lost thousands in a cruel scam, so he set up a nationwide gotcha.
A dummy delivery with a tracker inside.
A current affair next.
Take your hair care naturally from 0 to 100. Try herbal essences with 0 paraffins, parabens and colorants and 100% certified argan oil for naturally nourished hair.
The King Living Winter Sale is in its final days. Save up to 50% on Australian-designed, award-winning furniture. So why buy ordinary furniture when you can come home to King? Hurry, final days.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Oh, what a feeling.
At Spotlight's VIP Day, VIPs save 30% off full-priced items store-wide. Yes, that's 30% off. Hurry, today only. Plus rush in for our super sale catalogue full of unbeatable deals store-wide. Don't miss out. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
From the creators of the 2021 and 2022 Drive Car of the Year comes the next big thing. The Kia EV9, the 2024 Drive, and now World Car of the Year.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Best sheds up to 40% cheaper. Farm sheds $11,990. Industrial buildings only $18,600.
15% off sale is on right now at Best Sheds.
Call Best Sheds on 1800 15 17 18.
I can make everything nice with Tilda steamed rice, a halloumi wrap, a bibimbap, or leftover Thai in a stir fry, red curry, green curry, all the curries, rice and beans, rice and pineapple. I can beef up a burrito or flavour some fish. Make dinner for one or a banquet for everyone. Go posh or with squash. I can toss it, boss it, pile it up, or style it up. Tilda, elevate your plate.
Bedshed are taking 20 to 50% off everything. Create your ideal bedroom with furniture you love and a perfect mattress for less. Everything's on sale at Bedshed. No one's better in the bedroom.
Tonight's local weather is brought to you by NRMA Insurance.
Well, it was good to see the sun today for an extended stretch. The winds, though, remained a little fresh and they're expected to strengthen again tomorrow. On the satellite, we can see cloud across the east in a cold and moist southwesterly airstream. It's sitting behind a pair of lows in the Tasman Sea and causing showers mainly in Victoria and Tasmania. Tomorrow, a high will produce a cold morning over the interior with possible widespread fog and frost, mostly in the east, while a front will push more gusty rain over the southeast with alpine snow. So temperatures headed into the high teens today. Still felt a little cooler than that when you weren't in the sun. Lake Macquarie topping at 19 degrees. At Nobby's 10 to 18 was the range. Williamtown 18 degrees as well. Up in the valley at Singleton 17 was the top. And at Scone a range of 7 to 15 degrees. Tomorrow will continue mostly sunny, but the winds will freshen things up in the morning, turning northwesterly at 25 to 35 k's. Temperatures forecast 17 for Newcastle with the windy icon there. Cessnock getting down to 3 tonight, up to 15 degrees tomorrow. Raymond Terrace heading for a top of 15 degrees as well. And looking about 16, 15 degrees further north of the valley. On the waters, there's a strong wind warning current still for the Hunter. Seas up to 2.5 metres, the swell reaching up to 2.5 metres. Sun's up tomorrow at 6:51 and setting just after 5. The morning high tide is at 6:36, that's 1.3 metres. Looking further ahead, not a bad looking weekend on the way, although windy for Saturday and a top of 18 degrees forecast in Newcastle. There's the chance of showers for Scone on Saturday and the winds will be strong there too, reaching up to 45 k's. A mostly sunny weekend on the way for the Central Coast and as we head back to work next week. And that is NBN News for this Thursday. A current affair up next and we'll have updates throughout the evening. Thanks for your company from all of us here. Good night.